Hello everyone, welcome to ThemeGirl. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to achieve invite-only registrations into your WordPress site via invite codes. Basically, only the people you've invited via invite codes will be able to register into your WordPress site. Other people, they can't. So how do you do something like this within WordPress? Don't worry, I'll show you how. And I suppose let's get started. But before we do, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. I'm Sid, and if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter. Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are within the computer screen. I've loaded up a fresh new WordPress instance, and in here we're going to be creating our invite-only registration within WordPress. So first of all, to create an invite-only registration into your WordPress site, you're going to need a registration form which allows registrations via an invitation code. And we're going to need this user registration and membership plugin which allows you to create amazing registration forms with custom fields. It gives you a complete registration system, it gives you a My Account page, and many more things. It also lets you create and sell memberships on your WordPress site. So yeah, amazing plugin, highly recommended. We're going to be using this plugin, and disclaimer, we're going to require the premium version of this plugin which allows invite-only registration. Basically, it allows you to create invitation codes. Basically, it allows you to create invite codes which people can use to register onto your WordPress site. And specifically for this video, we're going to require the plus version of this plugin. It is a very standard checkout process. If you click on buy now and you complete the checkout, you're going to get an email within which you'll have login credentials to this site right here. And from in here, you can simply download this zip file, user registration and membership pro. This is the only zip file you need. And from within your license keys tab, you'll see a license key and you can copy that thing as well. So once you've done that, let's go back within our WordPress dashboard. And also, if you need a guide on purchasing the URM plugins premium version, then I'll link a video down in the description. You can check that out as well. So yeah, just letting you know. But back here within our WordPress website, let's go within the admin area. Now from in here, what we're going to do is we're going to go within plugins, click on add new plugin, and after that, click on upload plugin right here, and the zip file that you downloaded from within your WP Everest dashboard, simply upload it right here. Choose the zip file, open, and install now. Once installed, simply activate the plugin, and as soon as you activate it, you'll be redirected to their setup wizard. There it is. Now, we're not going to spend a lot of time within the setup wizard, and we're going to click on get started. Now, all the settings that you're going to see within this setup wizard, you can change them later on from within the plugin settings. So just letting you know. Anyways, here it's going to ask you what sort of registration type you want on your WordPress site, whether it's going to be a standard registration where a person comes in, they fill out the form, and whatever user information they have, using that user information, they're registered into your site, or you want to place them within a membership. You can create memberships, you can set up a pricing, you can do all that, but for now, for this video, we're going to click on normal registration here. Simply click on next after selecting normal registration, and here are a few different things that this plugin has done within your WordPress site. First one being this plugin has created a new, more secure, more customizable registration form for you. It has been created. Guest registration has been enabled, so if any user is visiting your WordPress website, they will be able to register. And the default WordPress login and registration has been disabled because quite frankly, it is abysmal. Okay, you cannot customize it. It looks terrible. It's not really secure. So yeah, it disables it. If you want to enable it, which I don't know why you would want to do that, but it lets you do so from within your settings. Anyways, a few pages have been created. First one being a My Account page for your users, a login page, a lost password page, and a registration page where we'll have our registration form. Let's click on next here. And here are a few different settings. What sort of approval and login option you want for your users, if you want them to be approved automatically, and then they'll have to manually log in, or if they will be automatically approved and automatically log in. If you want admin approval for every single user that registers into your site, you can do that as well. But for this video, since we're going to use invitation codes, we're going to leave this as auto approval and manual login. Why not? Prevent WP dashboard access. So whenever you're logged in into a WordPress site, you see the admin bar up top. So it's basically that. And currently it's set to subscriber user role, which is unable to access that admin dashboard area or the bar. So yeah, it has been set to subscriber. If you don't know what you're doing, you can simply leave it as it is. It'll be just fine. Let's go within registration settings. If you want to enable strong password within your WordPress site so that the users will have to choose or have to use a password which matches a certain password strength, then you can do so. You can choose very weak, medium, strong. For now, I'm just going to turn it off. And the default user role, whenever a user registers into your WordPress site, what user role do you want them to have? I've selected subscriber. If you've got custom user roles, you can use those here as well. But yeah, for now, just leaving it as it is and clicking on next. And we're all done. If you want to receive security updates, feature updates, exclusive deals from this plugin, then you may simply click on yes, I would love to help. And once we're all done, let's go ahead and let's view our registration page first, where we'll have our registration form. So this right here is the page, and bear in mind, this is a totally new site. I've not installed a theme. I've done nothing, so that's why the form looks rather wide. I'll have to customize it for it to look a little bit better, a little bit tidy, but you know, for this video, I'm just showing you what things you can do. And currently this right here is our new registration form. We've got a username field, user email field, password field, and a confirmed password field. Now you can add more fields to this, you can change the labels, etc. I'll show you how to do all that. But anyways, this right here is our registration form right now. Okay, so back within our WordPress admin area, you'll see this new menu here, user registration and membership. Now let's go ahead and let's make some changes to our form. Wait, actually, even before we do that, since we're using the premium version of this plugin, do not forget to activate your license key. So to simply activate your license key, go within settings, and from in here you'll see the license tab. Simply click on it and you can paste in your license key here. Once pasted, click on activate license and your license key should be activated. There it is, our license key has been activated, we're good to go. Once our license key has been activated, you'll basically unlock the extensions tab from where you can enable extensions like invite codes, and there's a lot of others, we'll get back to it. Or actually, let's go ahead and let's enable it, why not? Let's go within extensions, I'll show you what other things this plugin has to offer as well. And now from within the extensions page, if you scroll down just a little bit, then you should see invite codes right here. Simply enable it and there you go, the module has been activated successfully. Now we're ready to create our invitation codes for our registrations, but besides that, if you scroll up and down here, then you'll see many different features to different mailing plugins. There's different core features like, you know, post submissions, form restriction, there's integrations to different payment gateways, and many more features. You can just check it out all by yourself. I've got many different videos on this plugin. I'll link a playlist down in the description below that you can check out. I have created videos on majority of different features that this plugin has to offer. You may go check it out. But anyways, we've enabled invite codes. Now let's have a look at our form and let's customize it a little bit. So from here within your all forms menu, you'll see a registration form menu and a login form menu. You can view both of them. You can make changes to both of their settings. But anyways, let's get started with our registration forms first. So this right here is the default registration form that this plugin has created for us. You can create many different registration forms, as many as you would like. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's click on edit here. And this right here is our form builder. You can see the 4 different fields that are currently being used, and from in here you can see all the different fields that you can drag and drop into the form builder area. So from in here, suppose I don't want the confirmed password field, I'm just gonna delete it, and what I'll do instead is I'll drag the user password field down there. I'll get a phone number field in here. Now if I scroll down a little bit, then you should see that the phone number field is actually in the advanced field section. Now if you've bought the premium version of this plugin, you don't need to worry. To use the phone field, you can simply click on it and you can click on install add-on right here, and the add-on has been installed for you. Let's save the changes and let's reload. Now let's go ahead and let's get our phone field in here, which has been unlocked. Simply drag and drop it into the form builder, and if you click on any one of these fields, you'll open their field options. From in here you can make changes to their label, something like mobile phone. If I want to make it to something like this, then I can add in mobile phone. If I want to make this field required so the user has to fill it out in order to submit the form, then I'll simply turn it on. If I want to hide the label, I can do all that sort of stuff in here. And in here you can select a format for your phone fields. I generally put it on smart. I'll show you what it looks like in just a bit. But yeah, you've got different form settings. But if you click on any one of these fields, then you'll unlock their field options in here. And if you want the entire form settings, then you can simply click on form settings right here and you'll see all the different settings that this form has to offer. You can enable spam protection. If you want to change the submit button's text, you can do so from right here. If you want to enable captcha, you can do that. You can choose which user role to assign to the users that will be registered when registering from this contact form, or not the contact form, my bad, this registration form. You can choose the approval settings. You've got other extra settings in here that you can check out. I'll leave all that up to you. You can see here there's many different fields that you can drag and drop into this form, and yeah, just explore as much as you can. For now, I think this form is okay for me. Let's go within our invite codes feature. Now from in here, if we go within settings, once again, what we'll find is this invite codes menu right here. You can simply click on it and click on add new. Since we don't have any invite codes created, we're simply going to add a new code, and this one, I guess we're going to name it subscribe. So you better subscribe to Theme World. Anyways, subscribe is our new code, and we can add a user limit to this. Suppose I only want 10 people using this code, then I can do so, and I can set an expiry date on this invitation code. So let me select a date. I can simply click on this calendar icon, and suppose I only want this thing to be valid until Saturday, then I can simply select the date, and from in here I can select the form on which form this code can be applied to, I'll simply select the form, the default form that we have, since that is the only form I've created. We're simply going to click on it. Now, if you want to, override the user role that you want to assign to the users that will be registering via this invitation code, then you can do so. Else, if you just want them to have the user role that the form assigns to them, then you can simply leave it as it is. You can turn it off and you can click on save changes. And once done, you can see code has been successfully generated. So if I go back to codes list right here, then you can see here we've got our invite code subscribe, 0 out of 10 user count, and you can see when its expiry date is. It's currently active. If you want to, you can edit it. If you want to delete, you can delete it. Pretty simple stuff, right? If you want to generate random codes, then you can simply click on generate random codes menu, and you can just ask it to generate random codes depending on the numbers, prefix, limit, etc, etc. And if you want a raw list for any reason, like if you're trying to import these codes anywhere, then yeah, you'll see raw list of all the different codes that have been created by you within this site. Anyways, let's go back and let's make changes within our form to accommodate for this new invitation code. We're simply going to go back within our registration form and we're going to edit this default form once again. And what I'll do here now is I'm going to add my invitation code field. I'm going to type in inv, and you should see invitation code right here, so you can simply type in invitation, whatever. Anyways, you can simply drag and drop this field wherever you want to within your form. And here, actually, let's do one thing. Let's add a new row. And yeah, this is a single column row right here. If I want to change the grid to a double column row or a triple column row, I can do that. But for now, let's just leave it at single. And what I'll do is I'll drag this invitation code field right down there and let's update it. Now, let me also show you the login form that has been created. If I click on all forms, you should see the login form menu right here. So if I click on it, you'll see this right here is what our login form is looking like. Actually, let's do one thing. Let's go ahead and let's open this site on an incognito window, and I'll show you what our registration form and our login form, they will look like. I'll show you how a user would interact with it. So yeah, let's get started. So this right here is my site. Very empty. I know this is a completely new site. Nothing has been customized whatsoever. So this right here is our registration page here. So if I click on it, now, just like I said before, nothing has been customized, so bear with me. But anyways, the smart format for your mobile phone field or your phone field looks something like this. People can choose their country code. Wherever they're residing, they can choose their country, my bad. And according to their country code and the format, you'll have this placeholder right here. So yeah, you can get, so this will help you better understand where your users are from. Anyways, this right here is our invitation code field. Now, suppose a user were to fill this out, and let me choose a valid phone number in here. There it is. Now, suppose a user were to fill it out and they don't have an invitation code, they're just filling something out randomly, and they click on submit. Then what's going to happen is it's going to say invalid invite code, contact site administrator. That's exactly what we need. Now, let me fill this thing out once again, but with legit details and using our invitation code. Let me show you what's going to happen. So I'm just going to give the username a test username, test@test.com. Right, we're going to give it a mobile phone number, whatever, it's just a random number. I don't think that's going to work out, but anyways, test 123, and let me just remove this number and we're good to go. And apparently we're not good to go. All right, 201-555-0123, 201-555-0123. Hopefully that works. That worked. Okay, let's click, not click, but let's type in our invitation code, subscribe, and let's click on submit. So our username is test and our password is test123, and there it is. The user has successfully been registered. So now, since we have selected automatic approval and manual login, what's going to happen now is the user will have to log in by going into the login page, and in here they can simply type out their username and their user password. Remember me, log in, and guess what's going to happen? The user will be logged in. Now, this right here is their My Account page from where they can view their profile details. If they want to change their password, they can do that. If they want to log out, they can do that. If you're using something like WooCommerce within a WordPress site, within this My Account page, they also pull the order details and all that. There's many more things, many more tabs that you can add. You can add custom endpoints and all that within this My Account page. You can do many thing. Anyways, within this profile detailed page, users can also upload their profile picture, which is quite nice, quite handy. They don't have to use Gravatar. And yeah, if they want to edit their profile details, they can do so from right here. Anyways, let's go back within our admin area here and let's monitor. So here we can already see a new user has been registered into our WordPress site. So if I click on this, you should be able to see our test user right here. And if I click on edit, then you'll be able to see all the user details right here, and users extra information, the different fields that you've used within your custom registration form, all of them will be shown right here as well. The invitation code they used and their mobile phone number. These both are the custom fields. Besides that, all the other fields that we used within the form that we created were default WordPress fields, I suppose. So yeah, this is it. The user has been registered into your WordPress site. Now to monitor our invitation codes, if you go here within user registration and membership settings, and again going back to invite codes, we'll see our invitation code. All right, you can see the user count has increased to 1 out of 10. 10 is the limit. User role, we're giving them the subscriber user role, they created, expiry date, etc. You can see all that right here. And basically that is how you would create an invite only registration form within your WordPress site, so that you can only get invite only users registering into your WordPress site. Quite mouthful, but anyways, that's fine. Now if you want to do more things with your registration form, you can do so. They've got capture support. They've even got email support, so if someone fills out your registration form, you can send your users an email basically as soon as they've been registered. And yeah, you can control all the different emails. You yourself can get an email, basically an admin notification email that says, hey, a new user has been registered into your WordPress site. You can handle payment within these registration forms as well, and you can view the payment status and all that. So you can do a lot of things within this plugin. This is not a basic plugin that just gives you a form, it gives you an entire registration system. So I highly recommend it. Use it. I've got many different videos in here. And yes, at any moment, if you're lost from your URM user registration and membership dashboard, you can visit their documentation and you can search whatever it is that you're looking for. You can see how to use them. This is basically your product handbook or your product manual. You can create a support ticket and you can get in touch with the support team. You can talk to them. You can tell them what your issue is and they'll help you figure it out. If you want to request any sort of feature that you're looking for within the plugin, then you can simply click on request a feature. They also have a lot of video tutorials. You can watch those videos. I myself have created a lot of videos for this plugin, and you can also join their Facebook group if you want to. And I suppose that's about it for this video. So I hope you guys found that video helpful. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. At any point in this video, if you're confused, there will be helpful links down in the description below. Make sure to check those out, or you can also leave a comment. I'll reply. And yeah, I suppose that's about it for this video. I'm Sid, and I'll see you whenever I'll see you. Take care. And also follow me on Twitter. Bye-bye.